curious about art education and see how little everyone knows about it.
It's going to be a good time. Here we go.
Who do you think will be more successful in an art career? Someone who has had a formal art education or someone who just trained themselves?
Well, it depends. Some people have, natural talent for art, and formal art training would be better, but natural talent would put them at almost the same level because the formal person would be more technical. Probably the formal art training because they've had more experience.
How relevant in your life do you feel art is?
Very relevant. I have paintings up in my office and in my house. Very relevant.
Very good. Have you taken art classes before? Are you an art major person?
I actually was an art major when I did my undergrad for about 2 years before I switched to psychology.
Very good. So what do you feel you could learn from an art class that applies to your psychology career?
Well, just thinking creatively in general.
Okay.
How do you think those art classes have influenced your other classes?
Honestly, I take it too seriously, so they didn't really influence them too much, to be quite honest.
Do you think art should be a core class?
Yeah, I do. The reason just because, art kind of reflects a lot of what's going on in history in that time period, so it kind of helps shed a little bit of background.
How relevant do you think art is in your everyday life?
Photography, that part of art is very relevant.
Do you think that art would be important enough to make it one of the core subjects?
I wouldn't say so.
Okay.
I think some people are really artistic. Well, I guess that's with math too.
Yeah.
Some people hate it, some people love it.
There's some people that are really good at math.
Yeah, I guess it's the same. So.
This is my friend Joe Day. He's the science senator for the USA. What do you think people should learn in an art class that applies to them being in a biology degree or a psychology degree?
I would say just learning about art in general is good. Music, sculptures are great. Just getting a general knowledge of what's around you.
So, do you feel that art education is the way that it should be right now?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Would you say it's important enough to make like an art class like a core subject, something that people had to do even in like high school?
I don't know. I'd be interested in taking it. I'm not sure everyone would, but
I've taken the general creative art class.
How do you think it affected your other classes?
I don't think it made much of a difference, honestly.
Should it become a core class?
I think it should be. I never really got much out of art classes I went to through school, but my dad is an English teacher and things like that. And like we have, we just have a bunch of like copies of like really famous paintings all through our house and things like that. And I feel like it's a very important way to add perspective to your life and to see how the world works. It's really kind of a way to communicate with other people that is not directly words or not exactly writing. So I feel like it's very important that way, and it can also be a very great relief for some people who need, that's the only way they can let out what they're feeling and things like that.
So between someone who does not have an art degree major, like a major in fine arts, and someone who does, who do you think would be more successful?
Someone
With one? Why?
because they have to use different parts of their mind to solve problems. Maybe use them in different parts of the workplace, and also their creativity that comes from better on projects and stuff.
Okay. So, having said that, do you think that art is an important enough subject that you would say it should be one of the core subjects?
Yes.
Through our research, we've discovered that most people want art education reform, but nobody knows how to do it. Through our interviews, we've discovered that perhaps the reason for that is everybody has a different opinion on what art should be and how it should be taught and educated. So if we could find a unified response, that might assist in finding a successful art education reform.